Right, my Siphon nozzle has finally arrived from China. I have opted for the half millimeter nozzle, the outlet, so that'll probably be more than enough heat for heating up a workshop. I mean, a lot of people use these as for foundries, for, you know, melting their own aluminium or whatever else they're melting their own backyard foundries, but I want to use mine for a heater of some variety. So for the compressed air, that one's a compressed air, I'm sure. Well, you need compressed air, but I don't really want the big shop compressor running all the time. So a viewer commented that I'd probably be able to use a fridge compressor or two, and would you believe it, I have an old air conditioning unit that doesn't work anymore. So in this video, I am going to try and salvage the compressor, which is probably down there somewhere, salvage the compressor out of this air conditioner and see if I can find a way to plumb it into this and see how it runs and see how hot it gets probably running and see if it's going to overheat or not. But first things first, we need to strip all this down to basically just being a compressor. Right, I will bring you back once I have it in more bits. Right, I have freed it from its plastic prison. This side's obviously got the condenser evaporator bits, and the other side, well, there is the compressor that we are after. Not the exact same shape or size I was hoping for, but we'll find out if it's big enough. And the other side is basically just the big fan blower motors. Obviously, one is for the room circulation and the other one is for the circulating the air over the evaporator. But yeah, they might be useful because they were working. It was literally just the gas has all leaked out of the compressor, so it no longer made cold air anymore. But it still all worked. It still all made, you know, air noise. It just did not provide cold air. So now we will try and remove the compressor bit from inside its little plastic tomb here. Right, I'll bring you back once I've managed to get that out of there, hopefully. I have freed the tiny compressor from its plastic metal prison in there. So it's the compressor itself, and that starter capacitor came with it. It's attached to its wiring. So I have attached the live and the neutral to a bit of wire and have plugged it into the wall. And now we're gonna plug it in and see if it works and see which side's suction and which side is the pressure. Right. Ready? Contact in 3, 2, 1. Well, it works. Okay, that's the suction side, and that is the compressor side. Oh, it makes good pressure. Yeah. Yeah, that's plenty of pressure. Okay, now I just need to get it attached. Right, hush. Hush. Right, so that works. It creates pressure. Now, I just have to work out how best to attach the siphon nozzle here. So this is the air inlet. That's like a 6mm compression fitting that I've decided to use. Now I just need to see how best to get it attached to that outlet pipe. I mean, I'd probably be best with just a barb fitting. Like I should just replace that with a barb fitting. But what do I have in my arsenal? Right, I'm going to go and rake and see what I can find to join A to B at least and see how well it goes through this nozzle. I have moved the setup to the open door end of the workshop. So let's just run through this again. Compressor stolen from air conditioning unit. That open pipe there is the inlet to the thing, and then the other pipe coming out the top and doing a kind of U shape there is the outlet for the compressed air, which leads up to my janky test setup of a bit of fuel line, because granted we're not working at a lot of pressure here. A siphon nozzle from well, Amazon / China. A janky connection I've made here with a tap of some variety that I found, and a screw push fitting with a plastic pipe into a bottle of not antifreeze. It's just tap water, and well, I'm going to now turn it on and then spray it outside and not into the workshop. Here we go. I'm going to turn it on now. That's making a good mist. Granted, this is water we're using, and not, you know, diesel or waste veg oil or whatnot, but I'm planning on heating the oil anyway, so it's as thin as possible. But that's a good, it's a good mist. That'll probably be a lot of heat, I think. Right, what I'm going to do now is leave it running for, let's say 10 minutes, and then we'll see how hot this is getting after 10 minutes of running. Right, I'm going to let that run and see if it runs out of water. Right, back in 10 minutes. Right, well, that's started running, and I'm going to be testing a handheld thermal imager. I will do a comparison between this and some of the other ones that I've got in between the phone, but this is a Kai Wheats thermal imager. So I'm going to take some snapshots just now, methinks, of a before. Yes, store that photo. Yes, not sure what kind of video we're going to get. Start recording. Yes. But it's not particularly hot just now. Can I go through the... Oh, you can go through the cycles of... Good, so we'll see how hot that gets after the 10 minutes. And does it click to stop? No, you have to press and hold. Right, okay. Well, the first thing that I don't like about it is it's not got like a tripod mount. I can't mount this to anything. It is unmountable at the moment. I mean, like, obviously it's fine if you're just holding it, but for me in the workshop, where I'd like to put this here, pointed there, so you can film and it can film and we can do the whole thing. But yeah, we'll see how hot this is after 10 minutes, and I'll bring you back in 10. Alright, that has been 10 minutes. Let me take another picture. Store the photo, yes. Do a little video. Oh, we got 50 odd degrees. So I might need some sort of little fan type thing to keep it cool, perhaps, blowing on it. I mean, is it? Yeah, I mean, it's hot, but it's not ridiculously hot. I'll need to take the top off the compressor thing and see if it's got like a thermal cutout, but... Stop recording. Stop. Right, I can turn this off now. Turn that off. Right, that's that off. And the compressor off. Smashing. Okay, so yes, it gets hot, but not fabulously hot. So in part 2, I will build the siphon nozzle into the original orange contraption thing we had in a thing in a tube with a blower motor on the end, and then we'll set it all up outside with some sort of fuel, and then we'll run it and light it. And I'm going to order some barbs and whatnot and see what size of hose I have to get to fit everything, but we'll make it a bit better looking for the next video. So part 2 will be hopefully flames in the next part 2. So any questions, comments, anything like that, please leave them down below. I will try my best to answer them, and as always, thanks for watching.